note that they did was make the font like one size bigger, but also have like, you know, I can't remember what the word is, but you know,
like
the gap
2 pixel
between
rounded
letters.
edge.
Hello
or
and
something.
welcome
Yeah.
to
That's
the Providence
basically.
Cup
It's
today.
the Jokerj machine.
Yeah.
So you
Or like,
swear
yeah,
it
or
literally
they'll
opted
put
by,
like
like,
a
2 pixels
slight
and out
round.
the Formulads in front of Observer. Thankfully, Curry is stepping in today because my Wi-Fi has gone down the drain, and now we're in this grand situation here where even the Discord stream's not going that well, but we should be able to fight through it here for sure. And yeah, we're in for Sapienza as our first map between Mando and Infun, followed by Crewdy and ThatObserver, who will be playing Marrakesh is our next map. Then we have New York and Dartmoor as our 2v2 maps. So, you know, we are set for some quick maps today for sure. And Sapiens is definitely a nice one to start off with. A map that, you know, is favoured by everyone in the community. Really, it's not a map that you hate. For some people, it's not a map that you love either. But you know, I think people will put it easily in like their A and S tiers if they were to tier it. Cause it's just such a nice map. Even though we see the exact same target isolations every single spin, I think just the disguised variation of the map is such a nice aspect to it because it's got the second most amount of disguises in the game, only behind Miami. And you know, when most of the disguises are it's like it's not like Marrakesh, it's not like the other maps with loads of disguises where like a message. It's only even the waiter we see now with all the new stuff that's discovered, especially the private detective, investigator, and Oscar Lafayette. All the new things we've found with them, we don't see the emetics used anymore, and it just makes Sapienza a really nice, very viewing experience. And it's nice to see the decision making that goes on with Sapienza. Do I get what I need to kill Silvio first? Do I get what I need to kill Francesca first, or one? It's just the little decisions that can make Sapienza really exciting as a map. Um, I feel like, and then we have two very great players, Mando and Fun, taking out on Sapienza. Of course, both these teams have played before. I can't remember the score. It's poor from me indeed, but nonetheless, I'm sure Innit Bruv will be looking to take as many points as they can. I think they do sit bottom currently in Group C, so any points they take today will definitely be appreciated by them, I'm sure, as they will hope to try and force a second place or even a first place finish if the results go their way. Of course, they still have to play Formulads this game and stuff as 10 builders another time. But for Formulads, it is their last game. I'm sure they want as many points as they can get for this just to cement a position in the top two to qualify for the carrier stages of the Providence Cup. And yeah, for sure, it's going to be a very nice spin going on here, and definitely going to be interested to see what it is. Of course, we talked about the skies and the kill conditions as well. You know, you have the battle axe and the old axe as well, which can cause a bit of trouble to the spin, whether or not you just set up the kill conditions for the targets first, not the disguise. And it's going to be interesting to see what the spin is and what the approach is taken from both players. And the spin will be here. And it will be Silvio Caruso, Lawson G as the Manchester security, and Francisco De Santis Scissors as a hazmat suit. So I would definitely assume you see a technician start for an early hazmat suit. You don't really want to be isolating Francesca going all the way down and back up. That would take a bit of time. Ladis and Chief Silvio will take a bit of time. Of course, there will be plenty of boxing to do. For that kill, but you know, once you've got all the boxes, it's pretty straightforward from them. And of course, you can even start the EMP in the meantime if you wanted to. So definitely a nice spin, you would say. We don't see the lab technician start a lot, as though you'll see both Mando and in Fun opt to go for it here. And yes, a very nice start from both players. Mando grabbing the hazmat suit straight away. The nice bit about the hazmat suit, it has no enforcers whatsoever. I think it actually has one. But other than that, it's a really nice disguise. And I think it's one of the only things in this game where you can stop into the skies and it's not an illegal action. So definitely a nice one in that sense. Mando won't be opting to take out cameras first. Of course, there was a camera box just below here. And we'll knock out yeah, we'll knock out the lab tech. No, he will try and just sneak around the lab technician here and get around him that way. And Fun taking a slightly longer route to his a stash even here. It's a real nice start with the lab technician, and you do have a stash right there for anything you need for the other kills. And yeah, I really do like this start from both players here. Of course, you can just put the EMP under the table here if you really wanted to. Bit of fun spinning on the side of these well, they're gasoline jumps, but not they can't of course set a fire. And of course, now Mando climb up the pipe in Fun, not too far behind. Basically, symmetrical runs to the pair of them now, and very nice start. Indeed, both players have the hazmat suit for the Francesca kill and the EMP is down for the virus. We'll just have to focus on Frey next. Of course, there is scissors in the little living room next to our office, which I'll probably see where the scissors be grabbed from. Whether or not that is just isolating Franny first and then going to grab them. Of course, you will need the management security from Franny's guard or even Silvio's guard if you wanted to, but it would make sense to take it from Franny's guard just to make grabbing the scissors a lot more safer than what it would be trying to do in a trespass in disguise, of course.
Do with the mansion, but I don't know where that is. That one up top's easily the best one. No point in going trying to go for any other.
Yeah, well, I have like 45 seconds before the.
And then Mando looks like to be going around for the scissors this way first, is what it seems. It would be a nice decision. No, swapping to the housekeeper disguise here to go grab it. Very nice decision there from Mando indeed, and we'll be grabbing scissors. There are lots of enforcers in this room, but is able just to dodge past them perfectly fine and fun. Likewise, we'll be grabbing this housekeeper now and grabbing the scissors in here. And this hazmat suit in a nice area now, and where they'll both comfortably get to Francesca. First cycle here and get that first kill down straight away, and only the Silvio kill left after that, and will cause issues, especially being loud. You would say it's one of the harder things to do in this game is loud kills, and yeah, we might see it proven white. Mando will try and speed up the Franny by tranking the guard, but Franny sees him tranking the guard, and it's one of the instances where you don't want the guard to eat the dart, and unfortunately for Mando, he does, and isn't able to get the second shot in time, and Francesca does report to her guard, and that is a rip for Mando, giving him fun. A nice lead here, won't opt to go for the guard in Francesca's room, and probably will go for one from Silvio isolation here, which definitely would be a very sensible decision, you would say. And yeah, we'll have Silvio isolation done very soon. Yeah, can be out in what the next minute here. I mean, if he has a trank, definitely make this a lot easier and less dragging to do. And you only really have to hide Silvio here with these two trank bodies. So nice decision there for him. Even both tranks for the guards here, just to speed up a little bit longer, a little bit more even. And then, of course, you have no pressure with hiding the other bodies, and really nice in front here. We've got the match security here, and yeah, it's a bit dragging on Silvio, and other than that, it's got Tree to get the kill after there. What one is he's going to choose him? Oh, where is he going? What one is he going for? Because there is three boxes around this area. We won't go for the one in the observatory, probably because that would have the quickest response. So it does make sense to go with this one here if he does want the safest dump, safest dump here. Does get the kill off, and we'll box Silvio in front of both kills down. Which needs to destroy the virus next, and we'll now run to the main exit. Of course, cameras weren't taken out, so there might be a bit of an issue there, or just run around the enforcer either, or we'll also have to get rid of the virus here, which you'll probably as EMP. You want him to detonate it now, just in case the EMP doesn't work, he can react to it.
I have the button ready.
Yeah, we're on our edge of our seats really here in fun now, running out of the main gates of the Caruso mansion, and we'll just have to run to the exit. The EMP does destroy the virus, and yeah, in fun. Nearing the exit now, Mando's unfortunate rip onto Franny's guard there, proving vital as Formulads will be taking two very important points here to start off the series on Sapienza. They're very map big, of course.
I mean, should be happy with that regardless.
Yeah, you always want to have that start from your team just taking that first map, start off the momentum early, set the tone really for the game, and that nice first try, quick Sapienza is definitely what in fun and Observer would have wanted there. I'm sure they'll be very happy with that first map win there indeed, and yeah, it's a very solid performance from him. Fun. Manu did have the lead most of the time, and he just tried to speed up that Francesco a little bit too much. And unfortunately, that was his demise. Just not being patient enough there, you could say, especially considering the fact that you would get that managed security from the Silvio Caruso isolation. And using the trank there, you would lose on one of the Silvio guards, so you would then spend more time dragging another guard. And all in all, it probably would have been quicker in the grand scheme of things just to wait there. For her guard just to move out the way and her to set herself up into a nice position. And yeah, we'll be having Crewdy and Observer now. We'll be having our next 1v1, of course, our final one. Two 1v1s followed by two 2v2s, and we'll be on Marrakesh. And map that I love dearly, I can say so. I think it's a very underrated map. It's likewise with Sapienza, really. We do see the same isolation issues all the time, but not as many disguises. And again, I said this as an example earlier. More of the time, on Marrakesh, we just do see hermetic use for the
we can get the rest.
disguises.
And then
Like
at
the
the end of
fortune
the
teller. Of course, you have
abilities.
the quick grab, but you know if you don't opt to get fortune teller first, it can be a bit more tricky
That's
with
fair
that
to assume.
snail
Probably
with try
like
and grab. What
concert
else? You have
janitor
the
or bazaar,
cameraman, of
that's right.
course, bodyguard,
Or food
waiter,
vendor, I guess.
food vendor,
Uh,
even like disguises
it's
that are
funny
just a
because
lot easier.
with Mando,
Uh,
we talked about like default
a lot,
loadouts.
a lot easier
Um,
with an emetic, and unfortunately, there's nothing
which one to do,
you
like
can't
which
do
map,
to
and it's
do it in a
like in
quicker
Marrakesh, it's so hard.
way with
But
like a
for some
trank
reason,
Yeah.
with
or
food vendor,
some tomfoolery with
if you
a
like the
snail or
Texas
something
skills,
like
then I
that. And
think
hopefully, we won't see
elite
like
soldier
a
would be even
photographer,
better. But
a cameraman, even, and a waiter
assumes that
spin.
a good
Of course,
chunk
you
of the
can
time will
start
be
waiting.
for
I probably
mythics.
will see the waiter start if it does come about unless
True.
it is a suit. Of course, you can easily make Klaus first cycle on the waiter, and I think
Mhm.
that's the most important thing here is reaching Klaus first cycle. And that's what you always should aim to do. But it isn't just that. We are seeing an increase in the lockdown Klaus strat, especially for the battle axe spins and the saber spins. We have to try and get it across the map in a
So
chest
I feel
button
like
or
it does
something like that.
depend
When you
on
have like, the battle axe, for example, for Klaus,
it depend on the spin really. I don't think we can
yeah,
compare much for it.
the lockdown strat makes a lot of sense, really, and
Yeah.
I do hope
Just
we
got
do
blind
see a
against
spin like that.
against
Just
Strike.
try and see something different for Klaus. Of course,
Yeah.
Razor will probably just still be the exact same, but I do want to
Oh,
see a lot
into
of Klaus
Discord.
here. In my
Yeah,
non-biased
I
opinion, it
believe
would be
Tesla. He's going to
very
Discord
fun
soon.
to see.
We need to have like
Indeed,
a full
and
session without
yeah,
crashing,
definitely going to be
just with
interesting
Formulads.
watch.
The
And
end game.
again, I think we can have some very exciting
Some of
Marrakech.
the
There would be some
just
boring
have
ones, of
a
course,
chat.
which I hope we swear away from if the RNG maps
Can you
of
stop?
hit maps does
In my map,
allow
it's
for an interesting spin
like
coming through here. And
No, I'm just gonna go waiter.
so there's
like
variation.
me.
Another thing I also like to
Everybody
see is
just
the
feeding
garage and how
like
they approach the garage.
Cash is right next to me.
Uh, Given the fact
like
that typically we do
it's
see the
such a good
bombs
chance
be
that
used
the
in that,
defense here
but I
just
mean,
doesn't doesn't
but
suck.
you lose the opportunity for the truck keys, and so often we see players lose a
Well,
map or
I
like
think
take a lot of time on exit of
Raze is
Marrakesh
second,
because they have to go for the
so it's a straightforward decision, and Raze is the second
map
because
keys.
how
Oh
do
my
you
god,
get the
truck
second map
keys
usually? Sorry
in
again.
the school and or just run to the main exit. And
Okay, so let's
when
go.
you have the ability to
So
run
Raze
through
is
the
second.
garage
Who's
and
the
then
second
grab a
player? And how
constant
do you get
key
the
card to get through the doors
Bombs which go
silently,
over the right
and
side
then
in the
the truck
front, so when
keys,
you
you
come in.
want to take
You
it.
have to grab
The
I
pistol is
got a
such an
trank
underrated
cannon,
item on
or I would
Marrakesh,
go
just to be able
against the
to just
well and
do
shoot
them
the bike
body shots to
to
sneak
canister.
away through the
But when you
garage
shoot
and
the
grab
bike,
the
no one
truck keys for
shoot
that
the
quick
bullets.
exit. It's just such a
They wouldn't panic and then
underused
you go
thing,
one
I
hit off.
think, of
Or if you
Marrakesh,
just
and I
didn't
do
have the
hope,
trank, I'd hug up
as
against the left
more
wall and
people
shoot the
start
one
to do
with the
it,
trank the
it
closest
will just
soldier.
catch on with
Wait
everyone
for the
else, and we
call,
do
then
see it
walk up and then I'd walk
from
past them.
other people. And
Alright,
it's just
so
that quick exit you want on
let's
Marrakesh, and that
have
20 or
the
second
plan
run it
for
is, or however long it is, the
this.
main exit. If you've
So
gone
if
through
you
the
have
garage
this
and you got the truck
assignment,
keys,
and
you're going to save so
you
much
play
time just
champ,
going
it's like
straight from the razor kill
you
to the truck.
always have one of those.
It's so much quicker, and that's where we will see spins be won if one player opts to go for the truck keys in the garage and the other
My last
doesn't.
item is
That's
a
going to be
difficult
really
one.
interesting to see. If the
To
spin
to
allows
get
for
the
it, of
same
course, we will probably have to see Klaus isolated to
same
20
outside,
mark with
but
the
that's fine
with a trespass
because
in
if
disguise for it to probably
if we win
occur.
this
If
game,
something like janitor, we probably would see a janitor starting a really quick kill done. And yeah, definitely will be interesting. I'd like to see how the players will approach the Klaus situation, how
I
they
think the
will
key
go
is
through the
just to
garage
let
if
them.
they opt to go through
I
the
know it's
garage,
so
of
obvious,
course.
and I'm saying it's so
But
stupid
yeah, so
obvious, but
interesting, and
I really gotta
we
stick my
start to
phone
see
to
a
this.
decline of the
I should raise it
honeycomb
because
usage and the cherry blossom usage, which I'm quite happy about, you
he's
could
so
say.
annoying when
But
it comes
another
to
strat you like to
honeycombs in
see
the room.
used now is
I'm
the
trying to use them
double
so I can
seeker
put my
strat. Of
peeking
course, it
room,
does
and
also
it's
take
just
effect
so
with the
bad that it's
honeycomb lure.
so flawed.
Of course, a seeker onto
I
Klaus's
forget
guard,
that
followed by a seeker onto Cloud,
do we have to
Razor
divide
even,
or do we have to
a
map
chunk onto
fight?
a
I
seeker onto
run into the
Razor's guard,
governor and
followed
don't
by
hide
a seeker
by the
onto
bin
Razor
behind the
himself,
bathroom,
would
and then the minute
make
he
him go
starts
towards either
exposing
the
me, I straight
Shisha
face him with cover and
bathroom
nobody
or the
covers.
bathroom in the consulate.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's the Shisha one that is definitely the favored one. And if you do the honeycomb right there as well, you can just get straight down
Good
to
luck.
the car park,
Thank you very much.
get him as he's coming down the stairs. So it's really nice here. We'll see fire Elite Soldier for Razor Zidane
Fire elite soldier.
and Scissors Conscious Security for Klaus. And whoa, oh, this
We
is a
have to
very
close, but how?
quick spin
I don't think
indeed.
we can
And
get the scissors inside, right?
do you start
Ooh.
Elite Soldier here and just
I
get
would
that
just start elite
Razor kill
soldier
down straight
into
away?
Yuma.
Then Honeycomb, that would be, in my opinion, a very
Yes.
sensible option
Oh,
here.
Yuma.
Of course, the Scissors,
I think I'll just do
multiple
that.
on the map, and I think the most known is
Just
in
suddenly
the
realize
market itself, in the main market, and
patrols right side. I'm
by
gonna
of
throw it
course
in
by
because
the
it's a
carpet
bit
shop
risky,
stash
right?
point, I think, as where we see
It's such a
observer
quick
stash at
kill,
the moment,
so
and we'll be
Where's
opting
scissors
for
again?
a militia
oh, in market, I guess.
military
Yeah,
soldier here.
Then he
Crewdy,
just go for it.
on
Can't
the other
see it.
hand,
Should be
will opt
3.5
for
before I'm in
a
time.
Janus start. So we have maps on the stars on the other side of the map
So,
here. very interesting, I think. And Observer looks like to be getting that kill straight away. And I think this is where you can really optimize the honeycomb lure here for sure. It gives you a bit more time with the Klaus kill, and in that context, and you can go into the garage in the elite soldier as well. And it's,
Even better, yeah.
in my opinion, something that's really nice. Observer now start on this ice station. We'll have to do a first action to get rid of this elite soldier here, and you want to get here before Razor leaves, and it looks like he will here for sure. Sneak past the guard, a knockout onto a Razor here, real nice, and we'll use a Molotov here. Of course, this will blow open
Should be okay, right?
the safe if you wanted to use it, but no, we'll get the kill here and we'll run out immediately, not opting to go for the honeycomb lure. So it seems like he will just try and get to Klaus at the 20 mark, which is very highly achievable. Of course, you can just run straight into the
And
conjure through the
I don't know how
main
it's
gate,
done,
of
but
course,
he
and
has
I'm sure
kind of
that's what he'd be
like
rushing to do, unless there's a
smashed
pair of
it on the
scissors
left side
in the
of Mando
conjure,
through
which
the
I wouldn't be surprised
front
there
there.
is, of course. But if you leave the elite soldiers guys up there, up
I think I
by
agree
the
with it.
cloud skill, you can
Yeah,
swap into
it
it
needs to be
and
somehow
go the exit
separate the
that's
strength
right
with
there and given to you, really, of course, that being the conjure garage exit.
Be okay. You can't
Observer
get
now
into
will
the
be running. Yeah,
hidden
he will be
steps
grabbing the scissors from the market where his
because you
stash
can
is,
go through
and
the wall and
we'll have a bit of
then
a
it's
run to
all through
Klaus,
the
but
wall.
you would actually favour him
Yeah,
to
that's
get it. I'm
very
sure
cool,
Observer's
but
an
it's
experienced player and
yeah,
trying to
I have the
get
scissors. Perfect.
Klaus here, and we'll have the scissors here. So definitely really nice
Might
from
try
Observer
it.
here. He will just sprint towards the conjure now, and I'm
This is such
sure,
a tight
you know,
spin. What the
well, he
heck?
has like 50 odd seconds to
Maybe it was
comfortably
the
get
hidden
to
step.
Klaus here, and
Yeah, I just left it there. It was kind
this
of good
does
timing.
feel like he will get
The
there.
break was early.
If he goes to the car keys
Yeah, no
first
chance
or
for the
not will be
forces
an
left in.
interesting
Maybe
decision.
a
If he
couple
does
of
go for the car keys
should have
at
grabbed
all,
keys.
of
It
course,
was
the elite soldiers are a bit of a bad guys in the consulate. Lots of
too
enforcers
focused. It
around,
was
but once
a
you
bit
avoid
scary for a
them,
moment there, but
at the start, there's not
he
many
did
after
have
that,
the
and he
hidden
won't
steps.
opt to
Maybe
go for the car keys first. But with Crewdy's
and
strat here, you do heavily favour
he
Observer.
finishes
What,
like
he's
he
got
does
a
that, and there's
30 second lead here, and it
yeah,
definitely is
you have to
going
wait
very
for
well. And we'll come up the stairs now behind the
early
consulate
as well, so
security
I
and
want
the
to grab
elite
two
soldier
Mando
there.
mines at the same
And
time.
we'll turn on the
Not
vacuum
worth it.
soon and try and he will have to do a bit of a double lure here, you would
Actually,
think. But again, not the end of the world at all for
don't
Observer
yeah, yeah.
here. And we'll start to grab this contract security here. You would want just to approach action on Klaus now, you would say. Just try and make it a little bit more safe for himself. But no, we'll opt to just get the knockout done first, and then worry about Klaus afterwards, and even get the box off first. So just being a little more safe here. We'll have to hurry up a little bit though with the throw, and does manage to get it off just in the nick of time here for this very quick Klaus kill. And yeah,
Good
very
work, these
soon Observer
guys.
will have both kills down in a very
It
comfortable
works.
situation for himself there. We'll just have to find the exit, and he is miles ahead really of Crewdy, you could say. He's dropped into
But
the
he was
conscious
just
security
easy.
disguise, and the Observer now will be
Yeah,
getting
great janitor.
both kills
Yeah,
down. Just has to
let's see if he
require
gets
an
it.
exit here, and yeah, what ones he go for? Would he swap into the back? He will go to the
I'm
janitor
gonna go
disguise.
default exit.
Of course, you can still grab the car keys and go
The west gate.
out the
Let's
constant and
give it
back
away.
in.
Yeah.
Really, then that
Fine
could
by
be
me.
sensible option. Definitely will be the
Let's see.
quicker exit. A bit of
He's a
bad
bit
luck on the
fast,
guard,
but
manages to
maybe.
squeeze his way through here. And would he go for the car keys or
Either way,
not?
I'll just dedicate to it.
No, he won't. He won't go for the car keys here. And if no, it will be a very long run to the exit, but with Crewdy Strat, doesn't even have the kill
This one
down
should be.
onto
I don't know how
Klaus. Of
fast
course,
we're
there is
getting
a
in,
pair of
but
scissors in one of the little
30
huts outside
seconds.
here. I
Plan
think it's on the
properly.
right where the security actually
Yeah,
wanders in and out
I
of. There
guarantee
is a
it's
pair of scissors
if it
in
was
there.
like if it was 3
But
minutes,
Observer now running
we
towards
probably
the
would have
exit.
been
So far ahead of Crewdy. Crewdy hasn't even
faster, but
touched the razor kill yet. And
we're almost
Observer
2
now
minutes, so we're good.
could have been quicker. You could say could have been more optimized with the car exit, but it doesn't matter for Observer. Run
Outside
towards the
penalty.
exit.
Three,
This will be
two,
Formulads taking
one,
a
go.
4-0 lead here. Uh,
Mamma mia.
and Innit Bruv now with a
Actually, of
mountain
all
to
the
climb in our
practice now,
final
I've never
two
done a
maps, of
spin that
course,
was
both being
that
2v2.
generous.
Um,
Yeah.
really solid performance
Rough.
so far from the
Sapienza
Formulads,
looks horrible. I
especially
think
first try
a
on
couple of times
Marrakesh,
too
and
instead of
Sapienza are now
Mando.
Marrakesh. So Observer in
I don't
fun
think
of
they will
really
run
enjoying
Klaus
themselves here
past
and having
with
some great
Molotov.
fun.
I don't think they can.
And I'm sure they will do on
Let's see.
New
Let's
York,
see
which
that.
will
The
be our
plan is
next map.
they might opt the
So I'm
same
sure the
thing.
break in
Maybe
between
they
maps here
won't
will
opt it
actually be
because
longer than the
I'm
map
pretty worried
itself,
about
but
them
nevertheless,
catching
I'm
you.
sure we'll be in for a
Maybe.
good map, especially with him fun
I don't
playing.
know if
He is
yeah,
known.
he's sniping or
You think in New York,
actually
you think of
stuck with Crewdy as the most.
in fun, of
That's
course.
my one heartbreak
So
here.
yes, it's going to
He
be
was advocating also
interesting to
for
see
street fighter
if
if it's possible, but
Observer just is
I
a
don't
bit
remember him
behind him in
playing
fun.
effectively in New
Infun's almost
York.
like guiding him through. New York would have to be
I guess
interesting
we'll
to
find
see
out.
what happens
Yeah.
there.
New York next.
So yeah, New York, it's about lots of variation. in terms of the start disguises, and we don't always see the same stuff straight away. Of course, Crewdy did play an hour ago, New York onto uh, on New York, and you did have a bit of troubles on it, and hopefully this isn't carried through onto this. So you just it's where like one rip and you rip on the struggle bus, and then if you're on the struggle bus, you keep ripping, you keep ripping, you keep ripping, and it's a 2v2 aspect, however, so it will make it easier if you do rip, of course. You know, there's more potential for the opponents are ripping. There's less pressure on you really just to speedrun New York first try, sub 1 minute, etc. Um, it's definitely going to be a nice map here, I would say. I think New York
Even though
and
it's probably
Dartmoor are
not.
actually overhated as hell.
We have to
Like,
time it.
they're
Just,
actually
just
good
in
maps.
case.
I
Just.
think just the speed
Oh,
of them and how
I'm a dumbass.
most
You
of
also just go at the front, right? And then go down the way you came in. Yeah, you're right.
hopefully this will
Yeah.
be a good
Ah,
show.
I'm so dumb. Yeah.
That's way
Yeah,
it's
I'm actually going to.
I'm not even joking. I never
I feel like
realized
that
that's
could
what you
probably
meant.
make it
I thought you meant go down the stairs behind the two people that are top stairs.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Given
got.
the slight break we have here, and I'm sure in fun we'll just be looking to, if Observer's not confident, just to help guide him through. And this is the nice aspect of this 2v2 aspect, and just being able to talk with someone here just to help, just get a guide through and what you need to do. And I wouldn't be surprised if Observer loads in his face seconds after in fun, just like takes his lead on what to do, and that would be that'd be lovely to see. I can't lie, and it will really show the benefits of having someone there to help you and just to help guide you through a map here.
Oh god, what he said. Well, I don't know how to do it. If we get suit full, I'm crashing the storm.
So yeah, in fun, yeah, we would probably see in fun finish first, but like again, all it takes is one rip, and if Mando and Crewdy have flaws here, and either Observer or in fun rip and vice versa, really, you have to favour them, even if it's like a 20-second in-game time rip. You're still gonna heavily favour Crewdy Manor here, and my nose is really bad. I'm gonna have to quickly blow it real second. I will leave you guys for a minute. I'll be back in like 30 seconds tops.
Is the only spin where Volt is better than discs.
Keep most of these.
I want to say what I think the spin is going to be, but if I say it, it'll come into tuition. So I'm not going to say it. But now it's going to happen anyway.
Say something that you shouldn't say.
I really hope we don't get loud pistol security guard. That would really suck.
My body isn't
Oh,
made for
no.
the English weather
Thank
here.
God
I
we're
have to
full.
tell you. It goes from 30 degrees to 10 degrees in 1 week, and now our nose is all blocked.
I wonder if they.
Love
they
this weather for
wonder if
sure,
they
and
have time to look back at the fall.
I'm sure we'll love this New York war. And it's gonna be interesting to see like what we see. Like with investment bank spins. Do you start investment banker and get like the kill down really quickly in that, or do you start security, get Matthew's disc straight away, and just work your way upwards like we typically see? And that was the winning strat earlier with Mick. Just starting security and working his way upwards, and it definitely will be interesting if Creed does go for the similar strat earlier as he did with the investment banker, but yeah, definitely going to be a very nice scene. It's going to be quick, New York, and if it's photo finish, won't be surprised at all. But there are, I don't want to say underrated because they aren't underrated, but like not even unknown, but just rip points that can easily occur and just happen on this that people just overbrush and overlook every single time, and I'm sure in fun will like know about them. But again, it can happen to anyone. All it takes is your brain to switch off that split second, and bang, you can rip an Aspen. Will arrive now. It will be a Fierce Savalis. Loud explosive weapon as the bank teller. Of course, again, another disguise you can start in. It will be interesting to see if we see both players starting it. Observer will opt to start it straight away. Likewise with Mando, likewise with Crewdy. And in fun, come and show us the magic. Does he start it? Does he start there? But Mando straight in now. You're in a similar position. You could say to the security start, but you are just an extra floor up from the start, but you do miss out on Matthew straight away. But you have similar rights to it, and Crewdy, Mando, Observer, and Infanyo all starting back to they know the spot. And it's a weird disguise back. You think it'd be allowed in more places than it actually is, but unfortunately, it's not allowed anywhere really. But I love this from Observer and Info taking use or making use of this drop down here. Getting Masio's data disk straight away is really good and really big in the grand scheme of things because you might have to that little detour at the end or something might waste a bit more time. But yeah, Observer now will be running up to drop off his EMP here. He just has to watch out for the guards and that. Not catching them on good cycles, however, here, and could be a bit of a problem in terms of waiting for Athena. It might waste a bit of time there, but in Fun and Mando and Crewdy as well here will be trying to get Athena dealt with now. Of course, you will need loud explosive weapons, so it'll be interesting to see if they do it on exit or put her into the soundproof room or even the soundproof corner, which I think is definitely underused. But you will have to drag her either way, and it will be interesting to see what they think is the shorter drag. I mean, they could do an exit, but grabbing the data discs in the disguise and trespass disguise will definitely be hard, and you want to swap into that high security guard. And Mando, nice bit of knowledge there. Not wanting to knock out Athena while she stood at a chair. Creed does now, and they are in a nice area where they don't go run to chair and impossible to pick up. In fun now, we'll be looking to get the kill second, of course, after Mando here, who will now shut the doors and get the kill safe here. Still with red guns, or
Oh, these
am I just tripping with that and not
scared the
kill her?
hell out of me. I thought
The
it was my
explosion
life.
didn't. Oh, that is
Very
sad.
scary.
That is very sad. The
Very,
micro
very scary.
explosive
Don't know why people
not
put that.
working in Mando's favour,
God,
and
it
Crewdy with a
really
restart as well here, observing
it's
in
actually
fun
accurate in the
for a
way.
very big lead onto
Yeah, really
on New
don't
York
wasn't
now in
expecting for
fun with one kill and two discs. I think will just require
fire like this.
one more or two more.
So I eventually second
Well,
round
the
closed
trank
the door.
onto Fabian will suggest that he does
Didn't
need
move the
one
cameras.
more now after picking up here that one, but
Behind the
Don't have to
first
go.
door.
Observer with
Please
red
don't
guns
go now.
blasters, thankfully
Because
from
I
only
could go
Athena, and
second round
hopefully
closed,
for him, he does manage to get the kill off.
Oh my.
You know, you could say Mando's weren't that bad in the grand scheme of things, of course, with Crewdy having to replan as well. You know, it's not that bad at all, but Observer now using the CX block does get the kill off onto Athena in a soundproof room. No one hears it and can swap into the high security guard now. In fun with all the data discs, we'll just have to run to the exit. To pick up, to pick up the exit key card here, likewise with Observer. So in fun will be the first to finish and just have to wait for Observer here, who just needs Fabian's key card now. Of course, picked up Matheus with a very nice drop down spot from Spawn. And where is Fabian for Observer here? That's a good question. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Just down the corridor. Gets a nice trank shot off onto him there. And just pray that none of the enforcers turn around here and is able just to run through, pick up the data disc. Oh no, he picks up the key card instead. And the enforcer, the woman, is still there and panicked. Fortunately for him, Mando Crewdy are nowhere near the finish in terms of New York, and has to just say he has to play her safely here. Just let her get back to her cycles, but does have a spare trank and will trank her here it seems, or was going to, but I think he realised now that he doesn't have a spare trank and just have to wait a little bit and have
Please
patience.
turn around, lady.
But is his
Oh
key
my
card still on
god.
the floor? Or he's picked back up the data disc, has he?
I just picked up the
Oh,
wrong
that's
thing.
really unfortunate to observe this. Unfortunately, he picks up the
God.
wrong thing. He picks up the key card. And that is a rip now for Observer. No,
They
the
need to
key
kick
card,
out.
the data disc was there, fortunately for Observer, and near the exit now will be Formulads taking the 6-0 lead now, taking New York in dominant fashion.
No chance to catch up with that.
Mando with a very unfortunate rip, Crewdy likewise with an unfortunate replan, and yeah, unfortunately that's the territory of New York. One restart, and you're out, and you know,
I think it's so
Observer could have
on. I
easily
wanna
got
wait for him
backfired
to
if
turn
Crewdy and
around.
Mando hadn't ripped. I know we're just creating scenarios now,
Crash,
but
you
like,
know, and then just trank him from
Observer could have easily lost on that
security room.
purely because of the fact that he just
Just
mispicked
stay
up an
here.
item.
'Cause she's
And
gonna
that's the type of map New York and Dartmoor are, that just that one little click off, the one little switch off, and
Forgot.
it's a bit of a bad situation. And yeah, we'll see the points come through now. We have the best map in the game, the best map,
There's
the
no
best
place to go,
roulette map in the
so
trilogy in the entirety of Hitman Dartmoor. That's our final map here. Of course, there will be a bit of biasy from me. I do think it's great. Uh, Sadly, I put myself into this role of being the Dartmoor lover, but we're all good in the end of things, and definitely gonna be an interesting map to end things on. I'm sure. In it, bruv, you know, you could say it's a hard map to try and win, but with the small maps now, you'd want to try and just take these ones and hope that your opponent rips, and it could be a complete different story. It could be the complete opposite story of New York here, where
Yeah.
one rip from Observer or one rip from Infan, and then Crewdy and Mando just hit the nice safe
After
strats
that, you did
and
bad
win
shit
because of it.
because you had loud pistol, you had I don't know, you could have had other stuff, but you just can't do anything with that. It's
Yeah,
just
finishing is key.
So yeah,
And
a
with
6-0
safe
lead
shooting.
is definitely also on his golf card.
Yeah, not like we're gonna need it.
It's definitely really nice for him now. I'm sure they want to make it 8-0, and I think that basically just cements their top spot. Almost, I think. I don't know. I'm not quite too sure here. But almost cement their top spot of Group
Yeah.
C, and I'm sure the seed won't be
Today
more
is
valued than the
Champions
seed
Day.
2, of course.
Yeah,
If seed
right.
1, you have to see 2 from another group. If you're seed 1, you have to play. If you're seed 2, you have to play seed 1. So typically, if you play seed 2, you
Yeah,
have to
there's
play harder
something
on
like that.
opponent. That's not always
If
the
you're
case.
seeded
You know,
fourth.
some teams have slightly weaker group stage. You get because that seed 2 will be a real issue for them.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Dartmoor will be great. We should see 2 strats on Dartmoor.
Yeah.
With what's
That's
been
what I
discovered
think
from
about
Moo,
macros.
there should,
Detonations,
in terms of the fast forward stuff, there should only be the need for 2
in
strats.
my mind.
And that is the
Yeah.
private
I
investing or
mean, in
the
my mind, it
upstairs
wouldn't be
strat, of
different
course.
anyway because you're putting like
I say for your office,
barrier anyway.
or even the corridor if you want to do it a bit quicker. So 3 really. Or just the fast forward strat, which works with any disguise down. So suit, mansion security, gardener, photographer, undertaker. The strat is amazing, and hopefully, Infinite at least will know it here. And yeah, for sure it's gonna be a bit of a robot right now. I hope they'll fix that. It's definitely going to be interesting to see on Dartmoor if Infonia has been watching. I've been giving them or hinting.
Falling object suit.
And it's just a really nice strat what we see, you know. It takes great use of the emetic gas grenade. It's such an underused item, I feel like. The gas grenade. See Crew doing the slightly slower fast forward strat with suit. And it makes a firearm suit spin 125 around there. And it's just strat what I feel like is so good. They beat it. The gun shotgun been doing 125. It's just amazing. Yeah, having suit has been on Dartmoor done 125. It's so great. Although size, um, I was doing them originally will be found and we used the great effects and Dartmoor really is that.
No. Amazing map outside of roulette, in my opinion.
And we're in the similar situation with New York as well. I said it before. I'll say it again. I'll keep reiterating the fact that one rip and you're in a bit of a bad situation, even if it's like a 20-second rip and you're in for a bit of a sticky one there because of how short the map is. We see Dartmoor spins. No Dartmoor spins should take more than 2 minutes. Of course, it has exceptions. There's some exceptions, but I think 2:30 is the max. Used to be like capping Dartmoor spins at every Dartmoor spin. Like going through them myself, like you'd be seeing that fully optimized strats and knowing what you're doing directly from the get go, and that's what you need. Dartmoor and New York. I'm surprised I haven't said this yet, but a quick plan is all it takes to win Dartmoor or New York. If you can have a 15-second plan quicker than your opponent, you've got a 15-second lead right there. How good is that? 15 seconds for free on your opponent. It's so good. Having that quick plan at your ability there is just such a great advantage on New York and Dartmoor. And you know, it's not even the fact that when you practice Dartmoor, you practice the content of the map, you practice the planning of the map. Just loading up spins and just planning straight away. And I'll spin, okay, I'll do that. Not necessarily playing the spins, just planning them. And the results will pay off as you can plan a Dartmoor spin in 5 seconds and you're in. Like it makes such an advantage over your opponent if your opponent's sitting there like, what do you do with the spin? And we'll see the spin come through. Letter opener, mansion staff. Whoa, we have a quick one, of course. The letter opener is in Athena's office there, Alexa's office. Oh my god, in fun. Straight in here, Observer will just. Oh, he has to swap his thing to the mansion staff and has to rearrange his inventory a little bit here. And I'm sure he's rushing now and will be the last in. But a replan straight away from Mando will opt for a Seeker. Oh, interesting decision there. For Seeker, you would favour the hallway isolation, I think, for sure here. Then just running in and grabbing the letter opener from Athena's office, of course, the case file. so nearby, and Observer last in here will go and grab his trank from the library stash. I typically prefer the hallway stash here, but in fun now we'll start the use of this hallway strat here, of course. Tranks. Real nice awareness there to be careful of the two bodyguards outside the what's his name? Arthur, I'm pretty sure Arthur's room, or whatever it's called. In fun now, we'll get a rip and Crewdy with a restart. No, we'll be fine. Yeah, Crewdy a restart there. That's a huge for the Formulads here, and as Observer will start this at the office station. I don't think it'll be much change here because I mean you get Alexa as at a later point, but you get her in a nice situation. You get her right by the letter opening. You have to run that distance, but Infun won't care what Observer's doing. He'll be focused on finishing now. The case file 1975, of course, and we'll get a nice drop down here. And Infun just requires the Hurskies now. Observer not that far behind here. Grabbing the case file, we'll get the drop down as well. And Formulads, Observer will have to be careful with this maid here. She can rip him, and yeah, nice awareness there from Observer, realizing that he can have that rip opportunity. We'll go through the window here, and yeah, you would definitely favour the Formulads here. No more forces for Observer. It will be the Formulads after another restart from Crewdy. We'll be taking Dartmoor here and taking the full sweep 8-0.
Such. I should have just waited for her to get in the office. I'm trying to do the top floor.
Yeah, very nice indeed from the Formulads there. Info, just show the rating screen so you can fully just see it. But thankfully, for them too, Crewdy had some unfortunate rips, and not what you want to see on Dartmoor, and did result in the Formulads there taking the map win and taking the sweep 8-0 in really dominating fashion. And I'm sure that's all they would have wanted from the game stage, having them 8 points from their final game to push us through towards the latter stage of the group stage here. I think it ends this weekend, so we'll have lots of games this weekend now. Just try and push everyone and just get the groups nice and finished. And seeing the complete groups definitely be satisfying for me at least. And I'm sure for Formulads now they're cementing them spots. Of course, this is one of the groups with only 3 teams, and I think now that 8-0 win for the Formulads, there's no mathematical way where they can get caught up. As we will see the tables appear now. I will try and see them here. And yeah, we see now Formulads will move up to 20 points, 6 clear of Suffertown Builders, and a whooping, 14 clear of Innit Bruv, and for sure, definitely secured that spot. Although playing 4 games, of course, Stuffers and the Innit Bruv will have to play 1 more each, but yeah, we see that cemented their place on top there, and we will have to see now a 6-0, an 8-0 sweep for Suffertown Builders onto Innit Bruv, and that's where the pressure will be for them if they want that top spot, having to sweep Mando Crew in that final game just to get the gain on the benefit on the Formulads, or even a 3 map wins and a draw and a 7-1 win, of course, is always viable, but I'm sure they'll want to have no pressure in having to draw a map, just want to win all 4 to cement their own spot and knock Formulads off the top from their last game. And Innit Bruv, I think, can't make a catch up here, so unfortunately they can't qualify. So there will just be Suffertown Builders who have qualified now, will just be setting their eyes on just trying to nick that top spot and that top seed so they can play the second seed from both teams. And yeah, that's all from me. Thank you, Curry, for having in the game and let me Jokerj. He did main, but because my Wi-Fi was acting up, he kindly let me come onto here, and you lads still, unfortunately, heard me through the entire time here, and yeah, really good game. Unfortunate for Innit Brothers, they now have been eliminated from the competition, but still 1 more game to play. I'm sure that last game will be all vibes for them indeed, and yeah, that's it for me. I'm sure we'll head back to the Idler. Yeah, I'll see everyone very soon. Lots of games this weekend. Join the Providence server to be aware. I'll see everyone soon. Bye bye.